Hello. Good morning, good morning. Please share, please like, please cascade. Paki-share po sa lahat. Welcome to Real Talk Discussion that Matters. Grabe, hindi ko nakikita ang sarili kong vlog sa page ko, sa Facebook. Paki-share bago tayo magsimula. Hello, kumpare ko sa Yokohama, Japan. Pre, paki-share pre. Jigs, Gokutano. Kumusta pre? Kumusta? Amping. Ingat kayo dyan. Please share, please like, please cascade the vlog sa mga pages ng DDS at mga BBM pages. Paki-sharean sa Amy Cheryl. Mark Hobbs, Sinrulofo, kumusta? Uy, Miss Dangs Duterte, ma'am, kumusta from Italy? Please share sa lahat po, Miss Dangski Duterte sa pages ng mga DDS at BBM para po, for the information of everyone. Josette Relatado, Marcos, Aurora Mariano. Please share, please like, please cascade. Hello, Tita Iris Baritoga. Kumusta? So, maaga akong nakatulog kagabi right after dinner. Nag-pray kami dito. Nag-rosary and, of course, yung novena. Kasi kailangan natin ng prayers tayo lahat. So, maaga, like around 7ish p.m. After dinner, tulog na kaagad ako. So, nagising ako like a little over like 4:30 or so in the morning. Paki-share, paki-like, paki-cascade po. Ganito. Itong COVID-19, kung ikaw ay medical research scientist, it is very fascinating. Sino sa inyo ang mahilig magbasa ng mga novel na mga Alfred Hitchcock, mga Tom Clancy, mga Robert Ludlum, yung mga detective work ng mga criminal detective work. Parang ganito ito. Medical detective work ito. Kasi every day merong bago at merong bago. And bago kasi siya na sakit, so with the absence of research, everybody's baffled in the medical community. The scientists, the hematologists, the biochemical engineer, lahat-lahat. Epidemiologist. Hello, Miss Joyce Toy, Miss Dangsky, hello. So, ganito. A new phenomenon found in a case study report at PubMed. Ito yung another Bible ng mga medical researchers, PubMed at Cochrane na evidence-based clinical study. But with the hierarchy of evidence, case report pa ito. Kailangan pa ng further study na magkano ng randomized clinical trial, tapos may i-review siya, tapos hanggang may clinical randomized trial, hanggang may systematic review. With the absence of large-scale study, initial step pa ito ng study. Case report pa lang ito. But it sends a sign to the doctors how to manage the patient. There is a massive clot found, not caused by an ordinary clotting factor, but it is known as Dessiminated Vascular Coagulopathy. Ano yan? So basically, pag there is a wound sa katawan ng tao, there is a wound, kailangan ng i-stop ang bleeding. So, meron tayong dito, mga taga-ibang lahi na nagbigyan niyo ako ng heart at emoticon. Hello, Ate Marina Magpali. So, kailangan i-stop ang bleeding. How would we do that? Naturally, our body will gonna react. Our body will gonna have what we call activate the clotting factors, activate the fibrin, activate to close the wound para hindi siya magdugo-dugo. Hello, Miss Joyce Itoy. Para hindi siya mag-bleed. So, yun yung regular na kung may samad or may wound ang tao. But sa loob ng katawan ng tao, it will cause massive bleeding or hemorrhage. So, the scientists are baffled because first they thought that basically it is only a problem of parang viral pneumonia. na nahirapang maghinga because it's a problem initially. They thought of ventilation, but actually it's not a problem of ventilation. 80% of people in the mechanical ventilators died. It is a problem of oxygenation, not a problem of ventilation. But they found out with this new study na it's not only from the oxygenation problem, merong massive blood clots na nangyari, tiny blockage in the lungs. Ano yung and it is not only at the lungs, in the other micro blood vessels, and even so in the brain and even in the heart. Kaya another study sa Mount Sinai Hospital sa New York, that the ER doctors realized in a month period, triple cases of stroke occurred admitted at the ER, and half of those were confirmed to have COVID. So on a regular, 15 lang in a month ma-admit due to stroke. Last month, there were 45. And also, there were 5 times more of having cardiac arrest. Kaya nga sa Pilipinas, marami ding namamatay na naatake lang daw, dead on arrival, hindi na test, but suspect that it is a COVID because of this disseminated intravascular coagulation. So, itong disseminated intravascular coagulation, it occurs usually if there is a massive blood clot. Either there is a slow or hypocoagulability of the blood na masyadong very thick, or there is no clotting factor, or there is a deficiency of the clotting factor. And ang nakikita sa case report, itali ito na case report, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, and ang researcher was a fellow of Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He co-authored the study. And basically, blood clot, common yan sa mga tao that are immobilized. Common yan sa nakahiga sa hospital, hindi palakarin, hindi naglalakad. Common yan kung magsakay ka ng eroplano, matanda ka, you don't move your ankles, you don't stand, you don't walk, there is immobility, less circulation sa legs mo. Thereby, it causes blood clot, especially if matanda ka na kasi very thick ang dugo mo, or very narrow na ang blood vessels mo. Hello, Miss Joyce Toy. Hello, Miss Joyce Toy sa Romania. Hi. And so, that is, in this case, sa nakikita sa mga scientists, it is not only due to immobility. That is a one contributing factor. But the other factor is, there is an elevated D-dimer. So basically, sa therapy, kung may pasyente na i-refer, tapos titingnan mo sa lab test, elevated ang D-dimer, I usually hold the therapy because you suspect there is a pulmonary embolism, and what you do is you need to recommend order a CT scan for further study, order a talk to the cardio or hematologist na magkaroon ng angiography para makita kung saan ang blood clot, or to confirm that there is really a pulmonary embolism, because the danger is high, risk-benefit ratio. When you move the patient, na usually kami kung may mga leg cramps, or may mga we do DVT test, a deep venous thrombosis test, and we can suspect 99% if sensitivity, this is a case of DVT. So you hold the therapy. You don't move the patient because once it's dislodged, it go to the lungs, it is a pulmonary embolism. If the patient will have a coughing, a dry cough, and having shortness of breathing, suspect a pulmonary embolism. That is a left-sided heart failure. So, you hold the therapy. Kung mataas yung D-dimer, suspect ka na. Don't take chances. So, with that, further study is needed. Nakikita dito that most of the patient samples, mataas ang D-dimer level nila. So, what does it mean? Mataas ang D-dimer nila. Ano yung D-dimer? It is a protein fragment, to produced when a blood clot is dissolved in the body. So, it is a protein na to rule out na if marami siya, that means there is a massive blood clot sa katawan. secondary to disseminated intravascular coagulopathy or a hemorrhage. So, everybody's baffled. Akala nila viral pneumonia lang ito. Symptomatic management, tapos the bacterial pneumonia kick in, bigyan ng antibiotic. Pero actually, more than that. So, known na there is a disseminated intravascular coagulopathy not only in the lungs, but also in the brain. Neurologists are alarmed because there's a lot of cases of stroke. Cardiologists are alarmed because there's a tons of cases of cardiac arrest. Kaya, parang a phenomenon that the whole organ system ng katawan ng tao ay talagang involved at talagang na-affected. So, alam na common, massive coagulopathy, 71%. But with the absence of controlled randomized trials na makita sa mga scientists, hindi nila alam kung ano yung treatment. Tissue plasma, plasminogen activator ba? Yung routine, empiric treatment ba? Sa mga pasyente na nagkaroon ng hemorrhage, nagkaroon ng stroke, they don't have the standard treatment on how to deal with it, kung paano atakehin sa mga medical doctors. Kasi nga, walang controlled study. Alam na nila na meron na. So, the plot thickens, it adds more fascination or more detective work sa mga scientist. So, timing, nag-usap kami kanina, tinawagan ko, he messaged me sa barkada ko na doktor din, na therapist din dyan banda sa Misamis Occidental. Hindi ko i-mention ang pangalan. He said, bye, classmate ko sa high school, na-admit sa hospital sa Cebu, nakadrive pa siya sa kotse niya, although meron siyang pre-existing condition na diabetes ha. But, pagpunta doon sa ospital, na matagal siya na-entertain, of course, tapos may pre-existing condition na diabetes siya, nahirapan lang siyang huminga, namatay. He is only like 40 to 41 year old, 42 years old. So, when you connect the dot, if you are diabetes, even if I would say, I don't think kung diabetic ketoacidosis kasi makoma ka man yan, di ka man yan makadrive. Ako I have to admit, mataas yung blood sugar ko. Pero, hindi ka mamatay ora mismo na nahirapan kang huminga, ora mismo, dafa ka nakadrive ka pa. Hindi ka pagdating sa ER mo, namamatay ka na. And mind you, suspected siya na COVID kasi ang ikinamatay niya ay hindi siya automatic na comatose, na DKA, nahirapan siyang huminga. So, nakunik ko to with the absence of testing, talasan ninyo ang algorithm ninyo, modify the algorithm, because I believe there are a lot of uncaptured data dito na hindi na atake man yun. Maraming nakikita, maraming nagpapadala. Namatay ang tatay, atake lang. Namatay ang nahirapang huminga. Suspect, presume that this is already COVID. With the absence of contact tracing and with the absence of mass testing, talagang endemic na pala ito. Hindi lang alam at hindi nakaka-capture. Ito yung nakakatakot pag hindi i-implement ang mass testing. Hindi mo alam na, COVID na pala. You know? So, suspect with this study na kukunik ko, perhaps the triggering factor of that is not a plain diabetes. Perhaps the triggering factor is nagka-cardiac arrest lang daw diretso. Hindi ka man magka-cardiac arrest diretso kung hindi, hindi masyadong chronic, 41-year-old ka pa, nakadrive ka pa, cardiac arrest ka diretso, nahirapang huminga. I believe this study needs more further research. And kayong mga medical doctors dyan, ako kahapon may kausap ako, cardiologist, may kausap akong surgeon, kasi sila din mismo, this is something new. And the DOH, please recognize the risk on this. Nakakatakot na ito, mga 40, 41-year-old pa. Yun lang ang ikamatay. So nakukunik ko, perhaps, ito yung phenomenon na marami ang naatake, marami ang... Kaya nga sa TV nakikita sa mga Italy, sa China, naglalakad lang sa daan, biglang bagsak pa. Cardiac arrest pala. Kasi merong blood clot, merong stroke, blood clot in the heart, it causes cardiac arrest because it blocks, kunyari ito yung buho ng blood vessel ha, yung thrombus, there is an injury, micro injury in the blood vessel. So when there is a micro injury because of increased peripheral resistance, mataas yung BP ng tao, ang peripheral resistance ng blood vessels is very increased or very strong, nagnanarrow yung blood vessels, and with the blood nga, grabe ang resistance para siya makapasok, there is a micro injury at the blood vessels. Sa gilid-gilid sa buko ba, ganyan ba, may micro injury. And with the micro injury, the fibrin, it's a component in the blood, will gonna rally to that injury area, pura siya tiplon nga iyang tapakan, kanag injury. So that will cause a blockage. Kasi tapos mga clotting factor, magbablock. So parang tubo yan na nalagyan og lapok ba, na nabuho, na ano ba, na blockage ba. When that happen in the heart, the result is cardiac arrest. Mahirapang maghinga kasi walang mag-ischemia kasi walang blood supply. When it go to the brain, the blood vessel of the brain, the result of that is stroke kasi the tissues that were not supplied by that blocked blood vessels ay mamamatay. Remember, the blood carries RBC, the red blood cell, which in turn, the red blood cell carries oxygen. The oxygen is the food to the cells, to the tissues. So, kung black yan, para yung gripo, parang hose ba? Kakuan mo hose? Bang magkuan mo ba? Ito, petan hose ito. May cake pack, black, ganyan, oh. May tubig kay ang lalabas. Wala yung tubig na lalabas. Lollipop to ha. Kunyari, hose ito blood vessel mo ha. Pack, may kink. Kasi nga may blockage, may blood clot, nagbara. Walang dugo na lalabas dyan. Ang sinuplayan niya, brain niya, in a matter of 5, 10, 15 seconds, in a matter of 5 minutes, patay ang tao. In a matter of 5, 10 seconds, walang blood supply that area of the brain na sinuplayan ng blood vessel ito kasi the blockage siya. Resulta yan, stroke. Kung sa heart yan, resulta yan ay heart attack. So, kidney yan, resulta yan kidney failure. So, there is massive blood clots sa lahat ng katawan ng pasyente na may COVID. Not only in the lungs, all over, diffuse. So, what does it mean? Pwede sa kidney, pwede sa liver, but most commonly, because the organ in the body that is very much affected if there is poor blood circulation, poor blood supply, is the brain and the heart, and of course, the kidney. So, kung mangyayari yan, there will be multi-organ failure. Makaya pala mamamatay not only from the opportunistic secondary infection ng bacterial pneumonia, but because of this. Not only magka-sepsis dahil merong opportunistic infection na bacteria, pneumonia, kasi nga when it happened, mag-low ang immunity ng tao, bacteria will kick in, especially na sa ospital, nosocomial infection. Hindi lang pala ang cause niyan ay massive organ failure, nagka-sepsis, dahil dyan. Isa ito na common na massive blood clot because naturally there is a cytokine explosion. There is a problem of inflammation, and when the body recognize, naturally, immunomodulate yan kaagad, mag-create ng inflammatory process, mag-create ng, mag-increase ng blood pressure, lahat. May blood clot, clotting factor yun na. Pathophysiology na tayo, very mahaba na ito. Violet espasya. So, ganito. It's not only a problem of ventilation. It was not a problem of ventilation because akala ng mga tao, magbili ng maraming ventilators, magdala, kulat sa ventilators, ganito, ganyan. But the research, as the time goes by, the research said that even patients that are in ventilator, 80% of the time, they die because it's not a problem of ventilation. Usually, mechanical ventilator, last na yan. Kung ang pasyente, ventilator is an artificial lung. Artificial lung. Parang artificial kidney, parang dialysis machine yan. Para mapahinga yung lungs ng tao, kasi very weak na, ang masina ang maghinga para sa'yo. So, parang isang wate na lang, mupirma, patay ka na. Bakit namamatay sila na nalagay sila sa mechanical ventilator? Kasi yung mechanical ventilator, ang trabaho yun ay it put external pressures to your lung. Yan ang murag gitay hopan nga ba ang imong lungs ba? So the air will go inside there. So there will be an exchange of gases kasi kung matrap ang carbon dioxide, lalong mamatay ang tao, magka-bluish na kasi hindi siya walang oxygenation. So with the external pressure sa ventilator machine, ilagay niya dun sa lungs, sa alveolar sac. Sasabog ang mga alveolar sac, lalong magka-lung injury, lalong mamatay ang tao. But it is not a problem of ventilation. It is a problem of oxygenation. Dito na sa hematologic level, dahil dito. So, additional, parang everyday, hala, may bago. Anong na nangyari sa mundo? Parang very fascinating kung sa sakit, ito ang pinakatang-an na sakit. Kaya, I tell you, huwag talagang magkumpiyansa. Maraming namamatay sa mga ER, dumating, cardiac arrest ang ikinamatay. Mind you, according to the study at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York, 3 times increased case of strokes occur in a month time versus last year. And mind you, the average age of those having stroke are 12 years below than the regular age na nagka-stroke. Usually, ang edad sa magka-stroke is usually common 60 above, 65 above, ganun. Dito, average na nagka-stroke ay nasa median 12 years below. So kung 60 years old, say ang average 6 years and above ang nagkaroon ng stroke, dito yung minus mga 48, between 40 to 50 or 45 to 50 years old ang nagka-stroke. My God, katakot kasi ka-age group ko. Hala, nalaman niyo ng edad ko. Early 40 pa ako, hindi ako ang 50, ganun. It sends us a signal that it's not only the 60-year-old and above with pre-existing medical condition that are vulnerable group, even at the age range of 40 to 50. And lalo na kung magbisyo-bisyo, magsigarilyo, manabako, maginom-inom, mga millennials, 18 to 40, di ba? At that age, malakas akong uminom at that age. Malakas kang mag-vaping, ganun. So that being said, there is no longer a specific age group, according to the research, that is vulnerable. Everybody of us is already vulnerable. What does it mean? Di lang si lola, si tiya, si uncle, si uyuan, si iyo ang high risk. Tayong lahat ay high risk na. Kaya kayong mga pilosopong Pilipino, huwag kayong magpakumpiyansa-kumpiyansa. Baskog ko. Grabe, tagay-tagay na ko dito sa kuan. Adto dito mga bar sa Cebu. Unsa nang mga bar, mga Club Royal. Wala naman ang Club Royal doon. Anang adto sa mga embassy. Napa bang embassy sa Manila? Grabe tagay-tagay. Grabe ka dito. Halat. Kuan dito. Halat. Kung kira dito. Grabe, baskog imong lawas. Do not believe that. Because that is no longer the truth. With this type of disease entity, you are not well protected. Kahit sabihin mo pa na, malakas katawan ko, baskog ko, kaya ko to, hindi ako madapuan ito. Kasi nga, grabe ang vitamin C ko, grabe ang zinc ko, grabe ang baskog pangakatawan. No. The only way, with hindi pa dumating yung vaccine, na tayo ay ma-protected nito, ay huwag magpahawa. The only way, but does it mean that magstay home ka na lang forever? Eventually, it will loosen up. The restrictions will be loosened up or modified. ECQ, makalabas pero hindi dapat magdungan ng maglabas sa bahay. Mag-mask and continue the physical distancing. Call to action sa mga Pilipino na pilosopo. Sa mga nagbisyo-bisyo, hangtod karon nag-adik-adik mga 4-piece. Kamo pa'y ultimo, kamo pa'y gaglisod, kamo pa'y way kapalit og bugas, kamo pa'y magbisyo-bisyo. May unta og mga naamoy kwartang extra nga ibisyo-bisyo ninyo, go ahead. Pero kung wala naman lang gani, ayaw mo palabi, bisin sayon ako to. Tanan man ni agi man tag mga agi tag edad dato nga inom mo sigarilyo ni agi ta tanan ana. Pero ibutang put it in the right perspective. Kasi this is an extraordinary times that needs extraordinary measures and needs extraordinary modification of your behavior. this may be very apocalyptic. It sounds so apocalyptic. But you need to have presence of mind, and you need to have a behavior in a one, parang isang pamilya, you act as one unit. Don't put the risk of the other because of your what do you call this one? Type of behavior na you don't care, selfish behavior. So hindi lang pala si lolo, si lola, si ayaan mo ang high risk. Pati ikaw. Kasi lalo ka na kung nagbisyo-bisyo ka, o lalo ka na kung overstress, overfatigue ka, lalo ka unhygienic ka, wala kay kaligo, di ka manghinaw. Tayo lahat nito. Especially maawa kayo sa mga frontliners. Sa Pilipinas, I lost count. 732, 736 ang frontliners na currently confirmed case ngayon. Marami ang mga doktor kaysa mga nurses. Bakit? Na-mention ko na ito. Medcline Research, isa sa researcher nito ay kilala ko. A family nurse practitioner, ito yung dissertation niya sa thesis niya. Based on 1,200 doctors, nurses, medical staff, 17% of the time, ang mga doctors kasi busy ni sila during mag-clinical rounds sila sa patient to another, mag-check up. Di sila manghinaw. They don't wash their hands accurately. They knew the basics, pero nagmamadali sila. Perhaps that's the cause na parati most of the time mataas ang infection rate nila sa COVID. But, another study also, New England Journal of Medicine, 1,010 lang na pasyente. Kulang pa. It is not a replicative of general population. Kailangan pa ng maraming pagsusuri at large-scale study. At kahapon, yung barkada ko na nurse, mag-asawa sila na nurse sa London, both of them are nagka-COVID na. So, he told me, bro, can you do a research on this? Sabi ko, bakit? Sabi niya, they found out at their unit 25 staff, COVID unit siya, respiratory ward sa hospital, isang hospital sa London. 4 na lang ang hindi na infected. Siya na infected. Hello Ate Marina Magpali. Siya na infected. Sa karami-rami nila, 4 na lang sa 20, 4 na lang ang hindi na infected. Sa respiratory ward yan. Pero sa CCU, critical care unit, sa ICU, sa mga isolation room, negative pressure room, ang na-infected doon nga doktor ay 5, ang nurse ay 2. So 7 lang out of the staff na 15. So there is a disparity of infection, more commonly confirmed cases of COVID among frontliners at the respiratory wards at the regular wards for the subclinical group patient. Ano yung subclinical? Yung pasyente na na-admit pero yung simptoma nila ay hindi masyadong malala. Meron mang fever, meron mang shortness of breath, meron mang muscle aches, pero hindi sila grumabe na hindi kailangan na i-intubate at ilagay sa mechanical ventilation. Thus, hindi sila kailangang dalhin sa ICU kasi hindi sila critical. Pero nakikita sa hospital nila bakit mas maraming frontliners na na-infected sa COVID sa respiratory wards at hindi sa mga ICU na mga frontliners. So, tinignan ko sa study. Wala pa yung study sa Pilipinas, wala pa ito sa media. Kasi, it sets theoretically, frontliners that are at the ICU's critical care unit, negative pressure room. So what does it mean? The air in a negative pressure room, the air outside can go in, but it cannot go out. So it circulates, there's a good ventilation sa taas, it circulates within the room na may isang pasyente na COVID. Sa respiratory ward, hindi, kasi subclinical group, nag-circulate yan all over. Respiratory ward is say 30 ka ward yan. Puro COVID yan, puro COVID. Within that big room, dyan lang, halo-halo lahat. So, common ang na-infected sa respiratory ward ng mga frontliners. Pangalawa, sa CCU, Critical Care Unit, ICU, Isolation Room, 1-on-1 ang pasyente. Sa isang room, isang nurse or 2 nurse ang census, tapos magpunta lang doktor doon kung mag-check up. So, 1-on-1. So, less ang concentration sa virus kasi nga less ang host na nandun. Isa lang 1-on-1 1:2 or 1-on-1. Pangatlo, Versus sa isang respiratory ward, 40 yan. 40 yan. Puro yan COVID ha. Puro COVID yan. 40 yan. Pangatlo, in the CCU, Critical Care Unit, or the ICU, full packed, full gear PPEs, Personal Protective Equipment. Ako noon, Critical Care Unit ako, Burn Unit ako, Pulmonary Unit ako sa Level 3 Trauma Center Hospital sa Memphis, Tennessee. So, mainit yan masyado, full packed, full gear PPE. From head cap to foot wrap. Lahat, goggles, lahat, hazmat yan, hazmat, lahat, mainit yan masyado. 100 degrees pa yan, Fahrenheit more, ang negative pressure room, mainit yan, panington kag bugbog yan. So, full pack sila. Hindi talaga walang ano na ma-expose ka. Sa respiratory ward, may lab gown, merong N95 na mask, merong gloves, hindi talaga full pack, hindi siya negative pressure room. Pang-apat, sa ICU or, what we call this one? Sa CCU, not most of the time, ang isang nurse or isang doktor ay nasa loob ng isolation room ng pasyente. Magpunta lang kami doon kung mag-treat, kung mag-therapy ako, when I do clinical proning before, when I do postural drainage, when I do percussion. Ang nurse, magpunta lang yan doon kung magbigay ng gamot sa pasyente or kailangan ng regular positioning or kailangan change ng draping, ng change ng diaper or so ang mga CNA. Ang doktor magpunta lang yan pag mag-check or So, hindi sila within the range inside the negative pressure room. Nandun siya sa nurse station. Mag-monitor lang yan. Dami yung wire, ganun. Sa respiratory ward, subclinical group man sila, ang pasyente, nagsasalita, ilang ward yan. Ang nurse station, nandun lang yan. Hi-hello lang yan. Mag-press lang yan. I need something. I need deloaded. I need the pain is high, blah, blah, blah. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to pee, tak. Nandyan lang, open air spaces lang yan. Thus, this is the theory that marami ang na-infected sa respiratory ward ng frontliners kaysa mga frontliners na nasa CCU o ICU. Pilipinas, DOH, do you have that data? Kung wala kayong data dyan, please gather the data. This is very needed kasi it replicates in Italy, in America, in France. Ito yung common na trend. And when the trend is common, that really posits a surmise that need further research na there is something to it that we have to look into. Kaya wag magkumpiyansa. Kayong mga and one thing, research into. The Lancet study, remember? Incubation period is 2 to 14 days. The average incubation period is 5 to 6 days. Asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic infection. Infectiousness, contagion, before manifestation of the symptom. Ano yan? Walang simptoma, hindi mo alam, courier ka na. 5-6 days pa ang average na lalabas ang simptoma. Sa study, there is times 10 of viral load and viral shredding on the first 5 days of the incubation period. Between 2 days to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 to 7 days. Usually, 2 to 5 days. Yeah. Na maraming viral load. Ano ang viral load? Viral load is the number of particle of the virus concentrated sa katawan ng tao. And there is a viral shredding. It shreds. It goes out to the particles. It goes out to the air kung magsalita ka. Times 10. Kunyari, sa isang kutsara, I forgot the unit. Mga 10,000 yan na viral load. Yan ang lalabas sa bibig mo. Very concentrated siya. Because of that concentration, it is very infectious for a COVID patient unknowingly carrying the virus on the first 5 days of the disease process. What does it mean? Wala ka pang simptoma, pre-symptomatic ka pa, or no symptoms at all ka pa, grabe ka-infectious, grabe ka-contagious. Ang mga pasyente na asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic or mild symptoms lang, subclinical group lang, hindi masyadong malala ang simptoma, sila yung very contagious, sila yung nakakahawa ng todo-todo. It made sense kasi ang taong asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic or mild symptoms, hindi man sila dalhin sa ICU. Diyan man lang sila sa respiratory ward. Obserbaran man lang yan sila. Symptomatic management lang yan. Fever, hydration, oxygen monitoring. Kung ang oxygen lang ay below 88, below 90 na at hindi na makahinga, severe dyspnea, severe shortness of breath, dyan pa yan sila i-intubate, dyan pa lang siya dalhin sa ICU para perhaps ibulagay sa mechanical ventilation. And that period is nagmamanifest na yung simptoma nila. So, with the study that there is severe infection prior to the manifestation of the symptom between first 5 days, between 2 to 6 to 5, 6, 7 days of the infection process na hindi pa alam sa pasyente, dyan siya grabe makahawa. And it made sense kasi nandun sila sa respiratory ward. Naglalakad, nagkipag-usap, nakipaghalubilo. Wala pang simptoma. Dyan siya grabe makahawa. Kaya ang mga nurses na namamatay, mga doctors na namamatay, ay doon pala sa respiratory ward because of the high concentration of the viral load of the patient and with the dense population ng mga COVID beds dyan at hindi negative pressure room, hindi full gear ang PPE. Please, DOH, conduct a study on this. Please. Kasi nakikita ito, Italy, France, America, Germany, China. You have blood in your hands. I love Chinese people. My best friend is a Chinese. One of my good friends is Chinese. Pero, hindi niyo kasi dinivulge ang totoong datos nito. Kaya nahihirapan ang mundo. Tinatago-tago ninyo kasi. Kaya nga, I am always calling for transparency, even for the DOH. Kasi with the flawed data, flawed information, there will also be flawed intervention, flawed medical intervention, flawed nursing intervention, flawed forecasting of possibilities of modeling. Thus, inefficient or ineffective ang strategy na mailagay sa mga healthcare expert. Dapat, please be transparent. Wala na tayo sa downplay. And I still want you to recognize the risk on this and be flexible. Kaya nga ako galit. I feel kay Dr. Dukin. Ayaw ko na siyang banatan kasi nga he's down there na DOH secretary pa lang siya pero parang na lang siya, wala na siyang say kasi nga ay ATF na at na. And sir, let's put water under the bridge kasi nga January pa ako nagbablog about dito. Pero ang sa akin lang is yung mga pinanukala sa mga media, modesty aside, hindi ako nagpagaling-galingan kasi I am far from being an expert and an epidemiologist. Pero kung ano yung diniscuss ko dito, at least a week or 2 weeks, doon pa madiscuss sa media, doon pa mapanukala sa mga, di ba? Kailangan kasi in medical research, unahan mo na. Tingnan mo, after dito, lalabas na naman ito sa media. Magsalita na naman sila. Kaya nga, hindi ako nagpagaling-galingan. Kung ako, that I am far from being an expert, I am far from being an epidemiologist, nakikita muna at the early stage. Mas lalo kayo ang expert, kayo ang scientist, kayo ang nandyan. Please have sense of urgency. Please have sense of promptness. Kasi nga, in a pandemic, you are running against time. Yun man lang ba? Yun man lang sa akin ba? Nakakatakot ito kaya. Nakakatakot. Massive blood clot. Nakakatakot. Maraming namamatay sa Pilipinas na frontliners. Kasi nurse, kasi doktor. Pero tiningnan ba in a micro-study, saan ang assignment nila? CCU ba to? Respiratory ward lang ba to? Na-expose lang ba to? Bakit? Anong nangyari? With all those na sinasabi ko, it made sense. Hindi ito galing sa akin. Galing ito sa clinical medical research. Hindi mga YouTube, mga Google. Hindi. As a clinical research scientist, ito. Right? Yulita Palarpar. Thank you, Zoe Isra. Injay Wanzinring. Choppy ang connection, Edith Brace. Bakit choppy? Tami Paraon. Sabi niya sa sister niya, staff nurse sa unit 6 out of 6. Yeah. Yung barkada ko marami akong kilala. Siyam na ang friend ko, personal friend ko. Therapist, occupational therapist, nurses, doctors, mga puti, itim, Pilipino na namatay. Let's pray for them. I mean, may mga anak sila, may mga anak. Iba kasi kung kilala mo na ang tao. At hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo, siyam na. Iba kasi kung kilala mo na, halubilo mo, katrabaho mo noon, personal friend mo. Iba kasi, huwag mong antayin na darating sa inyo na ganyan before nyo ma-recognize ang problema. Nakakatakot ito. Kaya nga sa akin, please have sense of promptness naman. Yung sa Cebu, yung nakita ko na video na yung Bisaya na grabe ang putak ni ate, grabe po ni kuya na wala man may sakit, wala man kami sakit. Ang nanay ko, wala man niyang sakit. Hindi alam ang asymptomatic transmission. Hindi alam ang presymptomatic na wala siyang discernment na yun nga, kahit wala ka pang sintoma, nakakahawa ka na, makinig kayo sa gobyerno, makinig kayo sa DOH, huwag kayong magpahari-hari dyan kasi we need to flatten the curve. Ano yung flatten the curve? We need to slow the transmission para hindi ma-overwhelm ang hospital system, ang healthcare system. Na, sa tingin ko we are already at the peak of the curve. Hindi na pipredict sa mga scientists kasi with the absence of rapid mass testing, hindi mo ma-extrapolate na nagpipeak na. Pero sa tingin ko, this is my humble presumption, nagpipeak na tayo, simula na tayo sa peak. Bakit? What is peak of the curve? The peak of the curve is when the healthcare system is totally occupied, when the healthcare system is totally utilized. Ano yun? Puno na ang mga hospital, wala nang mga ICU, wala na ang mga ubusang mechanical ventilator, wala nang staff ang mga hospital. Ilang PM ang natanggap ko sa mga nanay niya, tatay niya, pamangkin, tiyahin, na, sir, pang-8 ospital na namin hanggang namatay yung bata, na namatay, isa, pang-9 na ospital, isa, pang-12. Pagdating na lang sa ER, hindi na ma-revive, namamatay na. Atake lang daw, maniwala ka, atake lang daw. Tapos, galit na galit sila ate kasi hindi tinanggap sa mga hospital. Hindi tinanggap not because ayaw tanggapin. Don't take it wrong. Don't take it against the hospital frontliners. Don't take it na hindi tinanggap. Hindi tinanggap dahil puno. Paano mo tanggapin kung wala ng bed na bakante? Paano mo tanggapin kung wala ng room na bakante? Paano mo tanggapin kung ang hallway napupuno na ng mga hospital bed kasi wala ng space? Paano mo tanggapin na ang ratio 1 nurse is to patient ay hindi lang 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 80. What quality of care can we give on that? And we cannot blame that to the nurse and to the hospital because there is lack of manpower. It is a logistical nightmare. Not only sa datos, but it is or materials, or it is a logistical nightmare sa mga tao na kulang. The ideal nurse-to-patient ratio dito sa Amerika, in the critical care unit, in the ICU, 1 nurse is to 1 patient. Or, the most, 1 nurse, 2 pasyente. Pero nangyari sa COVID sa mga ICU, naging 1 nurse is to 4 or is to 3. Sa Pilipinas, isang ICU, ilan ang nurse with the lack of manpower? 1 nurse, perhaps 10 na pasyente or 5, right? Kawawa nga na, hindi yan makaupo ha. Hindi yan makaupo, hindi yan makapunta ng bathroom, hindi yan makakain. Mag-charting pa yan, mag-ano pa yan. Magtawag yung isang pasyente sa room A, sa room A. I need my morphine shot, I'm in pain, what's the rate of pain? 10/10, pero nag-smile. Excuse me, sabihan ko yung pasyente noon, stop that. 10/10 is severe, excruciating, and manageable. Antayin mo muna yung nurse kasi nandun pa. Saan yung nurse? Nagbigay pa ng medication sa isang pasyente or nagtulong pa sa CNA para change yung diaper or nag-ano pa ng PICC line. Understand that. Sa respiratory ward sa Amerika, technically 1 nurse 4 to 5 ang census. Or 3, 4, 5. Ganun. Depende pa hospital setting. So, sa step down, sa telemetry, like post-cardiac surgery, usually 1 nurse, 3 patient, or 2. Ganun. Pero sa COVID ngayon, 1 nurse naging 5 to 6 to 7 ang census. Sa Amerika, as far as I know, sa Pilipinas, 1 nurse, especially in the government hospital, and we cannot blame that kasi walang manpower. On a regular basis, 1 nurse 20 to 30 na pasyente on a regular ha. Wala yung COVID. But ngayon na nagka-COVID, one nurse, 60 to 80 allegedly na pasyente. Can you imagine that? Tapos sahuran lang ng 500 pesos. Kulang na kulang ang 100,000 a month, mga senador, mga congressman. Kulang na kulang ang 100,000 a month sa isang nurse with that 80 patient. Karami kaya ran, wala pa yung COVID ha. 20 to 40 na. Worn out na ang nurse pagdating sa bahay. Pagod na pagod yan. Magluto pa yan, maglaba pa yan, mayroon pang mga anak i-take care, may bana pa yan na i-take care. Tapos sahuran nyo lang ng magkano? Pinagmalaki ninyo, 30,000. Hindi nga yan mabili ng lipstick nila sa ibon at magbili ng mga stocking nila. Hindi nga yan mabili ng bugas binlod ibuyok. Ha? Dapat sahuran sila. Initially, primary entry, 100,000 naman. Kulang pa talaga yung 100,000 na yan. Kung ako, kulang pa yan. Kayong mga senador at mga congressman, kung akong maging congressman, senador, ang nurse party list, please lobby it now. This is the right time to really assert your integrity. Huwag sabihin na walang pera ang gobyerno. Ano walang pera? Nakapangurakot nga 10 billion, 20 billion nga na police cam. Hindi palabasin ang pera kung kailangan, lalabas ang pera. Para lang yang may gagastusan ka between life and death. Di ba makapamaligya kag mga yuta? Para lang lalabas yung pera. Ganon din dapat ang gobyerno, the urgency. Kulang na kulang yung 100,000 sa isang nurse. Kung ako, dapat 150 to 100,000 yan. Huwag kayong magreklamo-reklamo. Kasi looy, kawawa sila. Nakikita ko, may nakikita natin yan. We need to overhaul the healthcare system. And when we can start, this is the right time to start. Kasi pag matapos na ang pandemic, after like, say, nandyan na yung vaccine, matapos na ito lahat-lahat, hindi na naman yan gagalawin. Babalik na naman yan sa 12,000 a month ang mga nurses, mga allied workers. Babalik naman yan sa 20, 30,000. Tamparuson, balay-bali. Di ba, Miss Joyce Itoy? Lalo na sa mga private nurses, di ba? So, ganito. Ano yung dapat gawin? Makipag-cooperate sa taga-gobyerno. Makipag-cooperate sa mga taga-DOH. Huwag na kayong pagahi-gahi. Kasi kung ako ang nandyan, nakukulong na ako kasi tamparuson ko magbali-bali. Kung akong nandyan, kulong ako kasi di ko talaga maano yung pasensya ko. Yung mga pilosopo na Pilipino na pinuntahan pa sa mga barangay tanod, barangay health workers, pinuntahan pa sa kapitan, sa mga pinuntahan pa, tapos grabe magsalita kasi ganito, ganyan, kasi bobo, kasi wala, ay, makukulong ako, suntukon ko magdiretso, kabugo na lang yun mo. We need to have police powers, we need to have order. Kasi buti lang kung ikaw ang mamatay. Buti lang kung hindi ka makahawa sa silinganan ninyo. Mahawaan mo ang isang kabatalyon. Kayo ang nagbigay problema sa mga ospital na malalong mapupuno sa katigasan ng ulo ninyo. I-blame ninyo sa gobyerno. Ha, Ma'am Joyce Itoy, di ba? Kaya kailangan talaga natin na makipagtambayayong. Kailangan natin, DOH, makikinig kayo. One thing din, ha? The second healthcare crisis. Research-based din ito. But again, with the absence of mass data, multi-blind controlled study, with the absence of big-scale data, and parang historic siya na may proof, pero sa medicine kasi sa science, hierarchy of evidence talaga tayo. Clinical study talaga. Hello, Ma'am Reza Bidoya. Hello, John Clyde Hampas. Hello, Mr. Andres Bonifacio. RJ, Ma'am Joyce Itoy, ganito. There is a second healthcare crisis that will occur 4 to 6 months from now based on the median range ng time element. Ano yun? Undetected? It's not undetected. It is prevalent. It is endemic, but not observed well. That's why I humbly recommend to the DOH to have a strategy. Ano yon? I know na pandemic tayo sa COVID. Please make 2 ER. Ano yon? 1 ER for COVID dedicated. Kung building ninyo, separate the building. And have a dedicated ER for non-COVID. Paano mo malaman na non-COVID? Kung manganganak, non-COVID yan. Kung nahulog kasi na-fracture yan, non-COVID yan. Pero kung mga secondary, pre-existing condition, suspect na yan na COVID yan. Pero ang problema, ang pagdala sa mga ambulansya, paano malaman COVID to, ng COVID ko, have a guideline. Kasi ganito, di ba stay at home tayo lahat? Doon kamo mo general out. Salamat sir. Stay at home tayo lahat. Prior to COVID, with the absence of data, hindi ko ma-extrapolate sa Pilipinas. In America, 60% of the people are stage 1 hypertension. In America, hindi ko ma-extrapolate sa Pilipinas with the absence of data, around 48% of the people are pre-diabetic or hyperglycemic. Ano yun? Yung blood sugar na fasting is above 110 millimole. Hello, Claude Chua. Anwin na, hello. So, ano ang ibig sabihin nito? Walang COVID, malala ang hypertension, malala ang diabetes, malala ang lifestyle-related disease, malala ang metabolic syndrome. Ano yan? Hypercholesterolemia, high blood sugar, and hypertension. So, malala na yan. Risk factor yan for obesity, lifestyle-related disease, diabetes, hypertension, and of course, diabetes, hypertension, and high cholesterol level. So, that being said, sa stay home na order, common yan sa Pilipinas, again, with the absence of data. Let's presume, 40 years old and above, usually 60 and above, marami na yan. Meron ding mga pasyente na kailangan dapat i-surgery kasi bone to bone na ang knee joint or ang hip joint. Kailangan ng elective surgery for total knee replacement or total hip replacement. Meron ding mga pasyente na may pre-existing diseases like may multiple sclerosis, may Guillain-Barré syndrome, may mga sakit-sakit. But these people ay nagstay home kasi high risk sila. These people na nagstay home at high risk sila, hindi lumalabas kasi natakot na magka-COVID, hindi yan sila gumagalaw sa labas kasi limited ang space, hindi yan sila masyadong nakapag-take sa medication nila kasi nga with economic problem, hindi makabili ng gamot-gamot na good for 6 months, na good for 3 months, na good for 1 year, kasi nga economic problem sa Pilipinas. Ngayon na nag-COVID, wala lang research, marami ang hindi nakapag-inom sa kanilang mga maintenance, na hindi nakapag-inject sa kanilang insulin, marami hindi nakapag-inom sa mga anti-hypertensive medication, anti-cholesterol medication, maintenance sa gout, marami. Hindi pa yan naka-exercise, lockdown pa, kasi kailangan talaga ang lockdown, hindi yan makapagpamalingki, lalo na kung nasa sa mga syudad-syudad, nakapagkaon ng high nutritious diet na fruits and vegetables. Puro yan dilata. Sardinas, ang gout, grabe. Hindi lang yan. Puro yan synthetic food, preserved food. Kasi nga, nagpapanikbaying noon pa, puro yan nilata. Puro yan na ay mga beef loaf, mga corn beef, puro yan lahat. Hindi yan, sa probinsya, advantage, may mga malunggay, may mga gulay. So ano ang ibig sabihin nito? Maintenance medication, hindi natitake yan. Elective surgery, napopostpone yan. Walang proper nutrition, kasi puro dilata, kasi nga stay home, kailangan ng stay home eh. Hindi makapag-exercise kasi hindi sila makalabas-labas, ang high risk na population kasi nga mahawaan. Ano ang mangyayari nito? 4 to 6 months. Marami ang magka-diabetic ketoacidosis na kailangan ng ospital. Marami ang maaatake, hindi sa COVID, but technically from the organic disease process of cardiovascular disease. Marami ang walang maintenance sa kanilang mga asthma, mga inhaler, kasi nga natakot magpunta sa ospital. Inefficient din ang healthcare system natin. Noon pa yan, hindi lang yan ngayon. Na unlike sa Amerika na telemedicine dito, grabe man. Meron na sa Pilipinas and I'm happy for that. Dito, i-email mo ang doktor mo, mag-video conference lang kayo, tatawagan ka lang, o you tell them, okay, i-send mo lang ang ano mo sa what pharmacy do you want, Walgreens, CVS, o what branch, pak. Online na ang prescription, pick upin na lang doon, or i-deliver pa ang prescription. So, Hindi yan masyadong problema sa Amerika at first world country. Sa Pilipinas, that is a problem. DOH, do you have a research on that? Do you have the data on that na hindi yan mangyayari? Huwag niyo akong sabihin na tinatakot ko kayo kasi research-based ito. Hindi ko kayo tinatakot. You need to prepare because preparedness is doing an intervention before the actual crisis. I hope, Dr. Doki, you have the same mindset as sa atin. Noon ko pa to sinabi, hindi kasi maniwala. Sir, kasi sino lang at tayo, di ba? Pero at least you could have an open mind. Kasi totoo ito. So, ano yung dapat gawin natin? Healthcare system, sa tingin ko, nag-start na nagpupuno. Ano yung magpipeak? The curve is peaking when the healthcare system is totally occupied. When the healthcare manpower, the structure, were totally consumed. That's peaked. And with the balita, nagalit nga ang Pangulo na, sino yung mga hospital na magbalibad or mag-refuse ng pasyente, pasaraduan ko sila, isarado ko sila. I really believe, kasi 6 na nagpadala sa akin dito and nakikita ko to based on the research din. Ano yung signs na nagpipeak na? Kasi hindi nila ma-extrapolate, sabi ni Secretary Nogales, we need science to back up kailan tayo magpipeak. Hindi nila ma-extrapolate kasi nagkasimula pa lang sa rapid mass testing. So, what are the signs that there is already the peak of the curve when the healthcare system is totally consumed or totally full? Wherein puno ng ospital, wala ng ICU, wala ng room, wala ng hospital bed, wala ng mga manpower, puno na lahat. Peak na yan. And sa news, ilan ang pasyente na nirefuse sa siyam na ospital, 8, 10 ospital, hanggang namatay ang pasyente. Yun ang tinatawag na avoidable death. Kasi, ang kaso ng bata, ang kaso ng pasyente, hindi pa known na COVID. Hindi pa daw known na COVID. Pero namatay kasi hindi na lagyan ng first aid na emergency kaso yan. Ilang hospital nagpunta, nag-travel, walang tumanggap daw. Don't take it against the hospital. I really believe hindi tumanggap kasi puno. Paano mo tatanggapin at saan mo ilagay? Dahil mo sa surgical, dalhin mo doon sa doctor's quarter. Saan mo ilagay? Puno na. So don't take it against them. That being said, DOH, talasan ang inyong analysis. Bakit, di ba, ang sabi ng Pangulo, paimbestigahan ang ospital na nagre-refuse? They don't refuse for the sake of refusing. They refuse, puno na ang ospital. Kung ang hospital capacity ng bed capacity is only 200, you cannot make it 201. If the hospital capacity is 300, you cannot make it 310. You cannot expand it, even if structurally, you can expand it. Makeshift hospital. If there is no available manpower to take care of the sick people, that means it's useless. Mamamatay din sila sa kaantay. That is an avoidable death, preventable death. Kung ready ba tayo? Kung ready pa tayo. Hindi tayo naging ready eh. Nobody's ready. Tama ka, Dr. Duque. Nobody is ready. But you could have done better like Vietnam. Ni isa walang namatay. Like Singapore, ni isang doktor o nurse walang namatay. Good if the pandemic only happened yesterday. Yesterday was Friday. But no, it happened December. If I saw this January 15 and I sent you letters, and nag-ingay ako January last week pa, January 15 last week, first week February. Anong sabi mo? First conference mo, the DOH is ready. Mag-una kasi ang kahambog, mag-una kasi ang ingnon. If only you recognize the danger, hindi ko nakikita hanggang ngayon na magsabi kayo, this is hindi na magsabing this is an existential threat. This is already a threat at the midst of us. Para ang mga tao mismo ay hindi maging kampante. Naging kampante kasi nung sinabi mo na, the DOH is ready to prevent panic and hysteria. Huwag kang magsalita, Kelly, kasi maraming nagsasabi sa akin taga-loob dyan, taga-Malacanang pa. Hindi ko isasabi pangalan. Huwag kang magsalita. Kasi baka ma-alert ang mga tao, magpapanik. I am not creating panic and hysteria. I am creating education. The antidote to panic and hysteria is public education, transparency, preventive measures. Di ba? Nagkamali ba tayo? Hindi. But ayaw ko na kayong babalikan. Gusto ko na tulungan kayo. Noon pa, and do not give me the reason na walang naging ready dito, walang bansa na naging, tama, walang bansa. But sir, hindi yan dumating kahapon. Dumating, nangyari yan sa Wuhan. December pa. Bakit wala kang foresight? Bakit wala kang foresight? At tanungin mo, anong ginagawa ko? Wala akong ginagawang masama. Bakit natin siya pag-initan? Wala nga talaga siyang ginagawa. Literally and philosophically and hypothetically and hyperbolically. Whatever word could it be. Right? So, ano yung dapat gawin natin? Makipagtulungan sa gobyerno, makipagtulungan sa DOH. Ngayon pa na sa Cebu, dyan, sa Quezon City, dyan pa kayo natakot na, hala, grabe na, sa isang barangay, what do you call this one, na sa Zapatira, isang sityo, presume na lang na 9,000 ang population na nagka-COVID sila. Kasi nga, initially, pinastop daw ng mayor daw allegedly, ni Labella ang mass testing upon the suggestion of the City Health Office. Pero it backtrack na continue ang testing. Kaya nga sinasabi ko at sinasabi sa World Health Organization, noon ko pa to sinasabi, have a sense of urgency. Kasi you cannot find a perfect testing kit. You cannot find 100% accurate sensitivity and specificity of testing kits. At least 80% is good enough, 80 to 95. And to surmise DOH na kailangan pa yung babalikan ko to kay huwag niyo akong sabihin na blame kasi hindi tayo nagkukulang sa pagkaano. February pa ito, nag-aano yung mga, at least ngayon okay na, approve na at nagsabi na si Duque, pinaka the best yung laboratory sa Marikina. Ngayon ka pa lang, sir, sinabihan kita noon, work 24/7 on that, shifting sa mga 24 hours, do it. Kasi this is a pandemic and do not look for perfect because perfect is the enemy of good. Good is the enemy of great. If you have good enough, na there is a fair safety. There is a fair knowledge on the clinicians and supervised by the FDA and of course of the DOH na mga expert. Noon pa sana pinalaganap yung rapid testing. Kung ang rapid testing sa mga South Korea ay drive-thru lang, rapid testing sa Amerika ay nasa Walgreens lang at nasa fire station, bakit ka makahanap ng sophisticated na laboratory? Totoo, tama yung protocol sa DOH. If it is an ordinary survey sa OSHA, Occupational Safety Hazard Administration, or survey sa State Department of Health, but this is extraordinary. Extraordinary times needs extraordinary measures. Cut short the bureaucracy. Dumating na tayo sa, approve na. But sir, February pa. It took so long. Hindi tayo ready. Walang ready sa buong mundo, but you could have done better. Vietnam lang ha. Ni isa walang patay. How did he do it? Hindi kailangan nilang mag-lockdown kung containment phase, efficient and effective 100% ang contact tracing. Kasi kung na-contact trace mo, patient 0, case index, first na pasyente, ito. Kunyari, first na pasyente si Rochelle Rio. Kunyari example first na pasyente yan. Kung sinong na-expose niya, na-contact trace mo 100%, na-identify mo, na-trace mo, na-treat mo, kahit subclinical group, at ang walang simptoma, na-isolate mo, and na-separate mo from the general population, there is no way that the patient 0 and the exposed people will spread to the other persons. Kaya yun ang nangyari sa Vietnam. Bakit ang Vietnam, nagtatala kayo, walang lockdown? Bakit ang Vietnam? Because during the containment phase, they were effective 100%. Kung hindi nag-hearing at hindi natanong na Senator Binay, kung hindi niya natanong, ilang porsyento ang na-contact trace sa eroplano sa first patient na yung Chinese na babae na nagpunta ng Dumaguete ng Cebu sa eroplano. Ano ang sinabi at sinagot mo, Dr. Duque? 17%. Ha? In a closed, contained space, 17% lang sa harap, sa likod, sa gilid at sa gilid. Nabuang na. My God. dapat kunin ang manifest sa aeroplano. Lahat sila lahat. Yun ang tama na containment. But we cannot contain it anymore. We will only mitigate. How can we mitigate? We have to manage. How can we manage? We have to do mass testing, rapid mass testing, now. Bakit? So that we will have data to extrapolate. On top of, we can identify, we can trace, we can isolate, we can treat those people and separate them from the general population. Sila yung silent courier, ma-separate yun sila para alam natin kung sino yung nagkaroon na, meron ng antibody, pwede silang gamitin via convalescent plasma therapy. I-blood test, serologic testing, i-plasmapheresis sila kung okay nila na mag-donate ng antibody, kunin yung plasma, the liquid fluid of the blood, i-harvest ang antibody at i-inject yun on the serious cases or critical cases na mga COVID. Nakatulong pa sila. At it will help in deciding when is the modification of the ECQ. I won't say loosen because I believe, at thank you DOH, thank you Secretary Roque, kasi nga, yung pinanukala natin last week na vlog, na the ECQ should not be loosened, it should be modified. Ano yun? 65 years and above with pre-existing medical condition, sila yung continue na ECQ na nasa loob ng bahay. Yung positive, kasi kung may rapid mass testing antibody test, it will detect previous history of infection. It won't detect the active disease process kasi PCR test lang yon. So, kung nag-rapid testing na at ikaw, for instance, positive ka na, huwag kang matakot kasi ang antibody mo nakikita na positive ka. That means, tapos ka na. That means, meron ka ng temporary immunity. Pwede ka nang makadonate, pwede ka nang makalabas-labas, di ba? So, hindi yun active process kung rapid antibody. Kailangan yun. Kung meron yung dyan, free yan na rapid antibody test, targeted pa yan. Ano yung targeted? Sino lang yung may subclinical symptoms? Sino lang yung may simptoma? Sila lang yung iti-test. But with an endemic, prevalent in a population like sa Patera, sila dapat lahat ang iti-test na. Kaya nga, I was really against the presumption, only i-presume na sila 9,000, positive na yun sila, i-obserbaran na lang sino yung mag-serious. No! You cannot fire a shot if you are blindfolded. Hindi ka makabaril sa kalaban kung nakapikit ang mata mo. Paano mo ma-identify kung sharpshooter ka kung tabon yung mata mo? Paano mo ma-identify kung sharpshooter ka kung sinong babarilin mo? Kailangan ang mass testing. That is the significance of rapid mass testing. And you have to do it not at the end of April. You have to do it now. Kailan pa ako nagsasabing now? February pa, first week pa. Inupuan mo lang, Dr. Duque. See? At do not sabi na, sa Amerika nga, first world country, bakit maraming namamatay? Sinabi ko na, it is not because of the intervention. Si Trump din. Huwag kayong magalit mga pro-potos dito ha. Si Trump din, mahina din. Sabihan ko, parang si Duque. At do not blame Dr. Fauci. Kasalanan din ang World Health Organization. Kasi they depend on the data of the Chinese Communist Party. I love Chinese people. I eat Chinese food, but I don't buy their Chinese product. 2 years pa. I love the whole country of China, but I detest Chinese Communist Party. Kayong mga Pilipino na DDS, detesting the Communist Party of the Philippines kasi komunista. Pero you love Chinese Communist Party, you are double standard. At huwag niyo akong sabihin, bakit ang Pangulo friendly siya sa Chinese Communist Party? Of course, geopolitical strategy and purposes. Pangulo siya ng bansa. Kahit ayaw niya, kailangan niya na makipagkaibigan sa isang giant na country. Kailangan niya makipag-cordial sa isang malaking bansa. Sa Amerika, sa Russia, or sa China, or ninuman. He set aside his personal belief in the interest of the whole country. Because his decision is not only anchored for himself and not even for his family, but for 105 million Filipinos. Kaya naiintindihan ko siya. Yun talaga ang dapat. Kasi kung ako ang naging Pangulo, I will set aside my personal perspective because I put my perspective in a greater horizon. Kasi I speak in behalf of 105 million Filipino. Hindi ka pwedeng makipag-belligerent, makipag-stubborn, makipag-away, makipag-kumbate sa China, sa Russia, even sa Amerika. Strategic yan. Calculated yan. Kayong magpagaling-galing ako, hindi ako magaling sa geopolitics. But this is reality. This is diplomacy. Right? So ganito. Grabe ng topic, no? Ano yung dapat nating gawin? Calling the DOH, calling Mayor Edgardo Labella. I salute si Tia Gwen Garcia. Magtiya ko habis, di may parenti ha. Indadayan Garcia, yung pamangkin niya, silang Lol, silang Carl, mga barkada ko yan. What do you call this one? I salute her being strict. Kasi kailangan Diyan mo makikita the feature of a strong leader. Mayor Edgardo Labella, ang galing mo magsalita kasi lawyer ka, sir. And I cannot blame you if mayroong inefficiency, sir, kasi hindi ka man doktor, hindi ka rin may health expert. Pero, sir, please act fast. Please be more proactive. Salamat when you backtrack na based on the recommendation sa DOH sa City Health sa Cebu na hindi na i-mass testing, i-presume na lang ang 9,000, obserbaran lang sino ang may simptoma. Salamat na continue ang mass testing with the reason that we cannot fire a shot if we are blindfolded. And you need to identify the enemy, sino yung silent courier, you need to trace them, you need to isolate them, you need to treat them kung mayroong simptoma, you need to separate them from general population so they will really stay home. Para ma-identify natin, ma-treat natin kung sino man kailangan i-treat at para hindi na makahawa. And effective ang modification of ECQ in the future. Stop that parlance of loosening of the ECQ. ECQ should be maintained. It should be maintained, but it should be modified. Ano yun? 65 years and above, sila lang ang stay home. Dapat may rapid mass testing, targeted mass testing. Bakit? Para makapagsimula na magtrabaho ang mga tao. Kung sino lang yung na-tests, antibody test, kasi mag 10,000 a day na daw ang testing by the end of April, sila yung makapag-donate ng antibody at sila yung makapagbalik sa trabaho. Strategic lahat, odd-even scheme. Klase should start September, or online classes lahat. Ang mga food chain, food supply, department store, makakontinue sila sa trabaho. But Gaisano, SM, arrange yung mga damit-damitan, arrange. Dapat tagtaguha ka pa. Dapat tag 15 feet away. Arrange lahat. Limit gathering of more than 50 people in one room. Restaurant, tables should be limited. Kung gusto niyo na makabalik sa trabaho, gusto niyo may makakain-kain. Kasi life should continue, but we have to adapt continually the physical distancing and of course, the proper hand washing and the regular constant wearing of the mask. Dapat na makontinue yan na mayroong restaurant na open, pero instead of having the tables para makaginansya like 50 tables in one room na the area, dapat ang tables ay gagawin na lang na 20. Dapat limited na lang ang gathering into less than 50 people in one room. Dapat sa isang lamesa, instead of say 6 ang makaupo, dapat 4 na lang. Continue the social distancing, the physical distancing, continue the wearing of the mask, continue the proper personal hygiene, slowly strategize, modify the ECQ. By that, the economy will start to move, and by that, we slow the transmission, and by that, until meron ng vaccine na lalabas, until meron ng antibody synthetic na gamot na lalabas. That is the purpose of that. It doesn't mean pabalik tayo sa buhay natin kasi do not dream against dream into reality. Never dream na babalik pa tayo sa pre-COVID life because it will not happen. It will never happen not unless mayroon ng vaccine. Do not dream of herd immunity. Temporary lang ito. Herd immunity is 60 to 70% of the population are infected na, immune na, but it is not a total immunity for life. It's only good for a limited period of time because of the antigenic and the antigenic shift and antigenic drift, where the virus constantly moves its features, wherein kung mayroong antibody sa katawan ng tao, after 6 months, hindi na ma-recognize sa antibody na, uy, meron na ng virus, second wave na ito. Kasi iba ng mukha ng virus. Hindi na niya ma-recognize. So, temporary lang, as per research, ang immunity nito. Hindi for life. So, huwag kayong magsalig, tapos na ako, antibody test na ako. Previously infected na ako, wala akong simptoma, malakas ako. Pwede akong magalagala, pwede akong mamurikat, pwede ako ditong magtanaw sini, mag-inom-inom, pwede akong magbarbar, mag-club-club. No. Temporary lang. Modify your behavior, modify your mindset, pray, stay home, but once the ECQ modification will start, huwag magsabay na maglabas. Kasi even if the ECQ is modified, even if there is rapid mass testing, since hindi lahat magkaroon ng rapid targeted ang mass testing, meron yang silent couriers, meron yang makakreate ng clusters of transmission. And the risk of having a second wave of infection is higher. And with a virus that is constantly mutating, changing its features, antigenic shift, antigenic drift, it could be more virulent, mas mangtas, mas contagious pa sa first wave. So, DOH, nandito na sa pandemya, prepare for a second wave. Ngayon pa lang. Prepare for a resurgent ngayon pa lang. On top of that, prepare for the second healthcare crisis. Yung sinabi ko kanina, sa mga non-COVID patient, chronic diseases, diabetes, chronic hypertension, chronic gout, dialysis patient, yung hindi nakainom ng mga maintenance nila, yung mga hindi nakapag-exercise, and another one, prepare for a pandemic of mental health crisis kasi maglala ang depression, ang anxiety, ang PTSD, lahat-lahat. Mental disease is prevalent at with the stigma sa Pilipinas na kabobohan na magpunta lang sa psychiatrist, psychologist, hala na buang na, nagpunta na, no. Mental health is as important as physical health. Mas malala ang mental health kasi hindi mo nakikita ang tao, nagtawa-tawa lang, naglakad-lakad. Grabe na pala yung nasa isip niya. Daming suicidal, daming lahat. Strategize DOH. Create kung merong IATF to address the pandemic of COVID. The DOH should create a task force committee. Choose the experts sa Pilipinas for the second healthcare crisis within 4 to 6 months. And on top of that, create a COVID crisis prevention on the resurgence or the second wave. Do it now. Kasi kung hindi mo gagawin, kamoritsing.com, tama si DJ Loni, we will be the next Wuhan. Not only that, we will be worse than Italy. Nakikita ko ito noon. I am far from being expert, but nangyayari ang mga sinasabi ko sa January pa, sa February pa. Kung hindi tayo expert at nakikita natin, lalo pa kaya sila Dr. Duque, lalo pa kaya ang sa taga-DOH, nakikita nila ito. Pero hindi mo lang talaga in-address in a sense na may urgency or promptness. But still, I don't wanna bash them kasi frontliner din tayo. Ang sa akin lang is we could have done better. And stop the justification na nobody's ready, walang bansa na ready. Tingnan yung mga Amerika, tingnan yung mga... Stop that. Nagagalit ako niyan. Kasi hindi lang ito nangyari kahapon. December pa ito nangyari sa China. Sinabihan ka, sinadjisan ka, pinadalhan ka ng sulat, hindi ka nakikinig. So you could have done better. And wag sabihan na maraming namamatay sa Amerika, ang galing-galing mong salita, hindi mo nga na-prevent yan. Of course, maraming namatay dito. Kasi cohorted ang 60 years old and above. Pag-retire nila, matitira yan sa nursing home, sa care home, sa board and care, sa assisted living, sa memory care. 98% ng matatanda sa Amerika, millions of them are cohorted in one community sa retirement area, retirement nursing home. Sa isang, sa amin, meron nga kami 5 blocks away. Meron nga isang care home. Sa isang care home, say 10 ang tao. Mapasukan ng isang COVID dito sa Amerika, patay ang 10 na residente. Hayward, California again, during this start 2 weeks ago. 200 bed capacity. Sa 200 bed capacity, 85 kaagad na matatanda ang na-infected. In 5 days, ang 85, 2 dosena, 24 pa ang namatay. Ang yung 85 na na-infected out of 200, 2 weeks ago pa yun. Ngayon, ang alam ko as of yesterday, 178 na ang na-infected sa 200 bed capacity. Can you imagine? 178 sa over 200 ang na-infected. Hindi lang 2 dosina ang namatay, 52 na. Continue daily process yun. Sa Washington State, wipe out ang isang nursing home. Ilan ang capacity? 60. Ibang capacity, 300. Isang building, wipe out. Kaya maraming nga mamatay sa Amerika. At huwag niyong sabihan, Dr. Duki, na mas magaling ka pa. Kasi kung merong nursing home, assisted living, care home facilities sa Pilipinas, ay lalong nauubos. Kasi wala tayong proper infection control. Huwag niyo akong sabihin na nagiling-gilingan ako. Kasi diyan ako nagkatapos ng bachelor's ko, diyan ako nag-residency training, diyan ako galing. At alam ko ito, my point of comparison ito dito sa Amerika. So do not kayong madidiyas ng kabubuhan din ng mga... Sabihin ko talagang kabubuhan kasi sa pula sa puti na, sa pula sa puti na. Use your critical thinking. You are happy about nangyari sa Italy. Bakit kayo magiging happy? They have one of the best healthcare systems sa buong mundo. Pero naging, mas marami pang patay sa Italy, sa France, sa Germany, mas marami pang patay sa mga Japan, mas marami pang. Magaling tayo kasi Pilipino tayo. What is that? Wala lang kayong mga nursing home. Hindi lang cohorted ang mga tao dyan. Ilan ang nursing home sa Pilipinas? Meron bang 10? Meron bang 20? Meron bang? Wala. Perhaps less than 10, right? Kasi our culture does, we don't put people at the nursing home. When we retire, we stay at home. Hindi cohorted, hindi coparted sa isang retirement area. Kung pagkatulad pa lang ang demographics dito sa Amerika, do you think hindi yan namamatay? And kung may transparency lang tayo katulad sa Amerika, ang algorithm natin katulad dito at katulad sa ibang bansa, do you think ang mamatay ay 300 lang? Daming uncaptured data dyan kasi lack of transparency. And I cannot say that it is deliberately done because lack of foresight and the algorithm is not there. Kaya hindi captured ang data. Talasan ang pag-iisip, talasan ninyo ang critical analysis kasi kayo ang expert, hindi ako. Kayo ang nandyan sa posisyon, hindi ako, hindi tayo. Please, do it not for yourself, not for me, para sa bansang Pilipino at para sa Pangulo at para sa sangkatahuan. Salamat. Jamer Osborne, Sen Malinan, Love Jing, hello Love Jing, Arok, hello. Zene Bato, Jocelyn Damian, Maria Lourdes, naay, sabi niya, Dr. Robert Avila, he is a physiotherapist in Boston, Massachusetts. Sa Harvard ito. Naay positive sa hipodromo, Alapay, ay nagpagaw sa imong mga magpapabay. Anastasia Yao, hello, sa Hong Kong. My cousin, Ninia Villalongador. Oh, my cousin, her sister, si Ate Ayn, is also a doctor of medicine. Another brother also is another doctor of medicine also. We had a healthy mental exercise. Nagdidebate-debate kami sa pet-friendly debate lang, di ba? Kasi pamilya tayo, di ba? So, Jay Hermano, Jackie Gonzalez, Tita Melganieses, she's also a nurse in London. Terry Vertudaso, Picanto, Inday Warenzin, Ninya Irene Vergara, Tagarunda ni, oy, Inday Elena Jelina from, parintin ni namo, Tagarunda. Randy Barabar, Judilyn Breeze and family, sa Kanduling Ronda, Cebu. Louis Henry, Ninit Mari, Mr. Andres Bonifacio, ng Nita Nacion Trinidad. Ng Nita, ang iyang anak also is a physiotherapist in Detroit, si Lynette Trinidad, Dr. Lynette Trinidad, Laujing, Macedon Kamumot, Yvette Alter, Ate Riza Discalar Biduya, Madam Maharlika, Yamaryap, RJ, kumusta RJ? Carmelita Mary, Vilms Cruz, oy, Kay Ibales, Kay, hello Kay, classmate in elementary. Ramartan 5, parinti ko ni Tagarunda, naani sa Manila ron. Iwa Ochi, Bert Ibanez, Renz Alison, Zoe Izra, at Tita Edith Breeze, Tami Paraon, Cara Concepcion, at Tita Maria Magpali, Tina Rodriguez, Dolores Bascalan, Marifi Valejos, JC Tan, hello. Mr. Harold Sidro, hello. Oy, Ma'am Sonia Natuel. Ma'am Sonia Natuel is a good family friend na General Natuel is ang ilang anak atong suod kaayo nga ako gayong bibisit gi ko anang bata sa una top 2 sa bar exam last year. Chief of Staff ni Senator Tolentino, si Coco, Attorney Marklin Natuel. Very brilliant. Ang portfolio mura og si President Marcos. valedictorian elementary, valedictorian high school, magna cum laude accountancy sa San Carlos, cum laude College of Law sa San Carlos, top 2 sa bar exam, tagarunda na ha, ngilngig kinabraitan. Oy, Idol Richie Vergara, Windel Helbolingo, Dol, kumusta? Quinstar Docor, RJ, sa inyong lahat, ug sa mga tagarunda, Dr. Earl Makiling and Dr. Marco Bundok in London, Tita Helen pa Villorente, Helen Bratir, Dorosa, Sheer Angela Enriquez, Lovely Austria, Ching Chang, Claude Anwina Chua, Imelda Mukay, ay, my classmate, Algresa Arbiliana Arcalas, Tita Jet Marenio, Cara Concepcion, Romy Pabua, Ruel Castillo, Jean Nunan, Miss Tina Tuminaga, uy, Miss Ligaya, Austria Diez, Miss Ligaya, kumusta? Fern Talido, Miss Joy Istobanes Sitoy in Romania, TJ Salgado, bye, kumusta? Uy, Dr. Charis Chato, kumusta? Uy, country manager ni Gets Pharma, classmate ko ni sa college, si Sir Honorable Excellency Jigs Maranan, country manager sa pharma company. I am proud of you, man. I am really proud. Dr. Ching Diles, sa ano ni siya? Sa Kuwait. Dangsky Duterte, kumusta? Cordapia, Afi Obrigue, Ivy Joy, kaya sa Hado. Hoy, Secretary Andanar, sir, kumusta, sir? Idna Pagurayan, Juna Vernon, Teresita Ramirez, Siljoy Balili, my cousin Brian Liego Dayag, Rolando Marana, Janet Ikida, Imelda Marangan, Bert Ibanez, Dr. Marlon and Mrs. Phoebes Taasan, to all my relatives in Fairfield, California, in Cebu City, in Ronda, Cebu, sa atong mga kahigalaan o atong kaparentihan all over the world, amping mo, tuo mo sa gobyerno, makipag-cooperate sa DOH, and follow the basics, have common sense, para to sa ating lahat. Do it not for yourself, but for your loved ones, and for the world. Kaya nato ni. It will come to pass, but we have to pray, and we should be all in one on this. Jonah Vernon, Dalin Dio, thank you for tuning in Real Talk, discussion that matters. I love you all. Please do me a favor. Please. YouTubers, wag ninyong nakawin itong vlog ko. Kasi ninanakaw, nagka-view na ng 140 isang video, 100,000 isang video, 140,000, 80,000. Hindi nga ako nagkapira nito ng isang kusing na duling kasi hindi ko ito na-monetize. Hindi ako, wala. My video vlog is to help, to create general education and awareness. Please do me a favor. Follow me at my humble YouTube account, Real Talk, Discussion That Matters. Kasi isarado ko na to ang Facebook ko. Eventually, isarado ko to. Lilipat ako sa YouTube kasi ninanakaw ng mga tao. At dalawa na ang kinasuhan ko at hindi ako magtumpik-tumpik na kakasuhan kayo at ihahire ko yung top 2 na bar placer. Si Attorney Markley na tuil. Talagang makukunvi kayo copyright law yan, di ba? Cheryl Enriquez, Janet Ikida, Inday Ching, Anastasia Yao, Jonah Vernon. So please, never steal and post it at YouTube. Copyright protected. I don't give you verbal, written permission. And please do me a favor, follow me at my official YouTube account. Doon na ako magbablog eventually. Isarado ko na itong Real Talk sa Facebook. Real Talk, Discussion That Matters. Do me a favor again, if you could make a survey to my blog, 5/5, kung totoong 5/5, 5 being the best and 0 being the worst. Whatever number you put, I will take it and make a comment. I will take it as a grain of salt, as a constructive criticism to improve my craft. Kasi hindi man talaga ako vlogger. This is not a, hindi ko to trabaho talaga ang pag-vlog. Kailangan, marami akong kailangan i-improve. So, please do me a favor. Make a comment, and if you give me 5/5, I would love that. But if not, that's fine. As long as it's constructive criticism para improve ang craft natin. Salamat. Thank you for tuning in. Real Talk, Discussion That Matters. Jonah, Real Talk, Discussion That Matters, gyapon YouTube. Bye-bye.